Hi guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to navigate the virtual classroom for today. So always do present mode. We know that from last week. And so then you want to read this anchor chart. So it says, Happy Monday. I'm so proud of the work you did last week. Click the book, calculator, or Freckle to get started. So you have something new. You have the book like last week. You have the calculator like last week. And this week we now have Freckle on there. Okay. So let's say I want to start with reading. So I'm going to click the book. And that takes me to the reading classroom. So then I'm going to click the paper and pencil to get started. So I'm going to click the pencil and paper. And so now this is just telling me my I can statement. So it's basically going to tell you what you're going to work on today. So I can retell a story. I can identify characters and settings. I can explain what happened in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. And I can identify the problem and solution. So remember, I'm always going to click that little next button when I'm ready to go on to the next slide. So I have a video on here. I'm just going to click play. I have an anchor chart to look at. So I'm going to read that. And after I do, I'm going to hit the next button. And I see the yellow type here. So that means that I'm going to have to start typing something. But I cannot start typing until I read my passage. So I'm going to read the passage. And if I need help listening to the passage or reading the passage, I'm going to click this little speaker button. And that's going to read the passage to me and I can follow along. So if I click it.
The Crow in the Picture.
It starts playing.
It was a blistering hot summer day.
And
the
I can
Crow
follow
in the
along.
Picture.
Okay. And so then I'm ready to type. So I'm going to hit escape in the left corner of my keypad. And I'm going to escape out and I'm going to start typing. So it wants to know the characters. So one of the characters was the crow. And then if there's any more characters, I'm going to keep typing. So I'm going to do that until I finish. And then I'm going to hit back to classroom. Remember, when you see that back to classroom, it means that you are done with that reading assignment for today. You're not done with the slides, but you're done with that reading assignment. So then I'm going to start math. So I'm going to click the calculator. Click the paper and pencil again. We have our I can statement, so that's what we're going to do today. I can classify shapes by the number of sides. I can compare shapes by the number of size. I have a video, and I have another anchor chart. And then I have a matching, so I'm going to hit escape in the left corner of my keypad. And I'm just going to drag triangle to the triangle, pentagon to the pentagon, and so forth. Now, one way, if you're having trouble dragging, one way that you can do it is just clicking the name and then using the arrows on your keypad to move it around the screen. So if you're having trouble with the dragging, click the shape or whatever that you want to drag and use your keypad, okay? So I'm going to go back to present mode when I get finished with that. And I'm going to click back to classroom. And then the last thing that I have to do is Freckle. So I'm going to click Freckle. And these are my instructions for Freckle. So you're going to practice math for 15 minutes on Freckle. Okay, and it gives me my class code and it gives me my login. The login is your first name and your last initial. So let me show you what it looks like. And when I click here, it's going to automatically take me to Freckle. I'm going to go back and, I'm going to go back and put this class code in Freckle. So HBP7GK. It's a tongue twister. And I'm going to hit next. And let's say I'm Briasia. I'll use Briasia's login. If I'm Briasia and I want to log in, I'm going to type Briasia. And her last name is Sanders. So I'm only going to type an S. And I'm going to click that arrow to get started. It'll have her select a character. I'm not going to do that for you, Briasia, but it's going to have you select a character, and then it'll move you on to math after that. So you need to practice for 15 minutes, and I will get a notification when you've practiced for 15 minutes. If you want to do more, that's fine, but at minimum 15 minutes, okay? And so then, let's say I finished that. I am done for the day, and I can turn it in on Google Classroom, and I'm finished for the day, okay? So if you guys have any questions, please let me know.